And we are live, guys. How's it going today, man?
Good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Just enjoying my day off, enjoying the holiday, relaxing.
As well you should, friend. As well you should.
Usually retail, you don't get holidays off.
No. No, no,
So it
no.
just so happened my day off is Monday, so that worked out.
Nice.
What you wearing today?
Well, I'm wearing the shoot, hold on. Stupid. I'm wearing the watch on my avatar. So
Okay.
the 145.008.
Okay.
Now, I've actually had Forbin Colossus actually contact me and ask about the watch. He said, well, I guess you paid 2,000 or under. I think 4,000 is a little bit too high. I said, yeah. Then he sent me an eBay link for 145.008. And I'm like, good Lord, these things have gone up.
Everything's gone up.
God.
And see, it's getting crazy right now. Like even like I did a video. I'm sure you have. I just literally uploaded it, so when you get a chance, check it out if you can. Watches $100 and under. I'm doing like a series of. I'm just doing like a series. I think every Monday where I'm going to upload a video, like regularly, of course, and do like different budgets for like affordable watches. And I've noticed a lot of the $100 and under watches, they've crept up. Like the little Seiko 5 that I used to get for like 40, 50, $60 is now almost $100. Even the small, the cheap ones are going up.
Jeez, Louise.
Mm-hmm.
And she's that's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But I guess YouTube is probably partly to blame for that too.
That or yeah, probably a few things.
So even those are going up, little $30, $40 increments here and there. So it's crazy how everything's going up. What's going on, Watch 6 though? How you doing, bud? I'm wearing that little Spinnaker Bauhaus watch, little micro brand.
Bauhaus in the middle of Dirt Street. Sorry. Every time I hear that, I still want to. I was actually helping out Bill. I've been kind of like teacher's pet with Bill Sanders.
I gotcha.
He's a former professor,
Mm-hmm.
And his dad was Colonel Sanders. You think Archie'd love him because of that. But anywho, we're kind of we're coming up on the closing deadline to kind of get in on the Watch Art Sci Watch. So one of the things I was going through and just looking at, and I need to probably quit. Bill's almost asking me, please quit talking about it, because every time we talk about it, he gets emails. He's literally got like 10 or 15, 10 emails. It is, especially in today's climate, the way things are now, this is just like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
He's, of course, Bill, with this channel, he takes things seriously, and he is a likable guy, and he's been in touch. He's been talking there with everybody. It's kind of like me with the phone numbers, except he speaks a little bit better French. He speaks some French.
Okay.
But it's what he's going to do is he's going to get in touch with Agenhor, because he knows Jean-Marc Viderec. Jean-Marc Viderec is like one of the big dicks of horology right now. Jean-Marc, not to be confused with Jean-Luc, who is both the captain of the Enterprise and the guy that from the General Mills International Coffees commercial from the 1980s. But Jean-Marc is going to do a custom movement, and it's going to be an Agenhor manual wind, small seconds at 8.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Well, there might be some people who haven't tuned into this. So big seconds at 8, which they haven't done. They said, and they basically have said, that's y'all's. You do that, we'll have to pay like a couple of thousand up front for a study and to do it. And they said, once you do that, you own that. So then we'll do that. We'll get the movements built. We'll get in touch with Voutilanen and Caton. Yes, that Voutilanen. You've heard of Kerry Voutilanen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So of course, you can say, what doesn't he have his mitts in? But the guy is talented as a motherfucker. Yeah. So special steel case for that. Drop it in the case. Then take that movement and in the case, and then go to Metalum. Metalum is a big swinging dick when it comes to cases and when it comes to dials and hands and so forth. You've heard of Philippe Dufour, right?
Yep.
It's Chopek. So they're going to basically, what we think we're going to do is just have them do an enameled case. Hands, slap it together, and then mail back to us minus straps, and let people just get their individual straps. What they're saying is that so they're talking literally 30 people might be involved. And
you're talking a little over 7 a pop.
Yeah, like 7.5. But of course, the more people that get involved, the more the price will drop. And some people, especially right now, some people might. And I'm thinking right now, this might be good to get 2 of them, frankly, because. Okay, sorry. I guess you finally woke up. Of course, it's a holiday. And even the people that were talking to Bill, they're basically saying, "Oh, this ought to be They're saying, "Geez, you want to talk about a small production run?" So, literally, and we're talking about, and one of the things is that so far, that like the people that he's been talking with so far, they're just like, "Hey, it's my God, we're watch lovers." And these guys are easy to get along with. And one of the things what we found is like, let the experts be experts. Like when I get a watch strap by Aaron Bespoke by Combat Straps, you can tell him exactly, I want this and this and this, and I want it this way. I want this color thread. And I want this strip, and I want this thread pattern, and I want you to do it A, B, C, D. And he will do it. But also, one of the things I've also realized is Aaron Bespoke probably knows a lot more about straps and colors than I do.
It's just like letting I watch a lot of car shows. It's like, what does that sound?
Let the experts be experts.
But I watch a lot of car shows. It's just like I watched Kindig Designs. It's just like whenever they let him kind of do his own thing. What's that sound?
Maintenance. Sorry, they'll be done here in a second.
But yeah, it's just like watch him a lot on TV, and if you just let him kind of do his own thing, like he makes amazing, unique creations with cars. Like if you just kind of let him have at it,
Yeah. And you can say roughly, well, I'm kind of looking for something like this. This is what I'm at most I'll say what I'm looking for generally. But, and always, in every place, there's always a guy in the back who's been working on something. And one of the things I mentioned to Bill is, number one, it's like, wow, this ought to be really small production run. Number 2, what they're saying is, it's really nice we have expertise, we have experience. They said usually the people that we deal with, comedian Kevin videos. Oh, that sounds nice. But
how's it going, Paul? Canadian Kevin.
They don't really dictate to us, so it's nice for us to have a say and use our own talents and our own. So, yeah, sometimes when you use that approach, you get something exceptional.
Definitely.
And like I said, there might be Frank or Francois in the back. Hey, Francois, I know you've been fucking around with this design for like the last 8 months. You gonna bring it up here and let us look at it? You think we could use that? Yeah, we could totally use that one. Okay, cool.
Definitely.
And so basically, and this is how like top level watchmakers used to work in the past. Literally. Before the emphasis on in-house, what would happen is a watch design place or a watch brand they would make some stuff themselves. They're known pretty well. A lot of them though would do a lot of outsourcing, but they would choose the best ones that they had long-standing relationships with, or get best in class.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd be able to say, okay, we needed to come up with a new chronograph this year. We've run out of the old one. What movements are available? Well, this year Venus can sell this or that for these prices. Valjoux can do this, whatnot. Egler, and of course, there's always, if we want to pay the money, there's Hoyer. Hoyer will provide us. And what the better watch companies did is they outsourced, but they got the best of what was available, and put together with some style and everything else, and that's what made exceptional watches. So, and I actually think Bill might, if we get these, I think Bill's going to get a spare one and enter it in GPHG.
Nice.
Could you imagine how effing cool that would be? And okay, when it comes to Petite Aiguille, it's just like under 10,000 Swiss francs. If we do it and it's under 7,500 US or under, that's certainly make. It's cheat. Now that's cheating.
Got a custom made San Martin.
That's nice. I like Aaron Bespoke. I think his stuff is top notch, especially for the money. And also Aaron, I'm going to get his. So if I goes through and he'll definitely be making the one for this one.
Mm-hmm. What lug size is it going to be?
Not sure yet. Here's the thing: it's still kind of a work in progress, and if we're going to, and we might just leave that with Vuitton and Caitlin. We're kind of thinking 20 or 22.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they might say, no, guys, look, we've been through this before. You want an 18 millimeter lug, then we'll probably say, okay, let's do teardrop lugs, let's do horned lugs. And you think 18 millimeters apart is okay, we'll do that. Great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had no idea they were doing this when I agreed to the live stream, but so they should be finishing up here pretty quick.
I gotcha. But this, like, I used to be one to complain about like 19 millimeter and 21 millimeter lugs, but now I know why some companies or at least designers go that route, just because of symmetry. I guess symmetry and that makes a difference in the design. I guess a lot of times.
It can be, but sometimes, and I guess it's just your philosophy. I'm kind of cynical. I've been around the block a few times. I've seen, sometimes you see the worst that people have to offer, and it's just like sometimes you wonder if it's just their way to keep, make money on after the sale.
So he's got his logo next to KMC and 21 Automatic Diver. Yeah, I've heard of San Martin watches. That's I believe it's a Chinese homage brand, right?
I believe so, yeah. Well, this one, like I said, so Petite Aiguille, it'd be cheating because even though we say, because what we're doing is we're listing the cost to us as the quote unquote price of the watch.
Yeah.
And Bill knows enough, and Bill's studied GPHG to maybe kind of enter it in a couple of other categories. So wouldn't that be fucking cool to have your watch? And the other thing is, I was also talking to James. James is a super collector, but he's a gold hound. He loves gold.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, I was telling him about my little.
Talking about James Arthur.
No, James Reason.
Reason, okay.
He's out on the that hobo is making some serious money out on the left coast doing some financial shit. And he likes to. Oh God! Of course, gold watches do look good on him. I ain't gonna deny that. But as a matter of fact, I was talking about the super secret FP Jorn watch movement I've just rediscovered. I don't want to say discovered because that's giving myself way too much credit. It's rediscovered. And he was like, oh, that's cool. And I said, well, hey, this one I'm getting in gold. And he's like, motherfucker. Then all of a sudden he got really interested.
Mm.
So, yeah.
What's up, Orange Hand? How you doing, bud? But yeah, that'd definitely be pretty cool if it actually gets into GPHG though.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a great watch anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, of course, I found a Shopek because I was looking for examples like each one of these guys, they're like some of the best in class.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best movement makers, one of the independent movement makers, one of the best independent case makers, and one of the best independent dial and hand makers.
Mm-hmm.
So that should just have winning all over it.
Definitely. What kind of case are you going for? Like circular or angular?
No, it's gonna look like a dodecahedron. Yes, it's gonna be circular.
Well, you know what I mean. If it's gonna be like Tano or whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be square.
And it's only it's have to be square. No, it's not. People still hate Tano cases. As a matter of fact, a real watch enthusiast would be more like to like it to know.
Mm-hmm.
But circular because it's easier just to find, so much easier to find movements.
Mm-hmm.
Movements are circular, even by it'd be easier to find a circular case for the circular movement than for it to know.
Uh-huh. I gotcha. That's cool. But I was gonna ask you, by the way, not to change the subject, but have you seen the new Longines that they just launched?
You mean, have I answered a text from Don Haynes in the last 72 hours? Yes. Yes.
I actually like that. The new, I think it's titanium.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
And it looks kind of like the old school, their flagship lineup, the Admiral or whatever. It kind of looks like that, right?
Yeah, and I think it's a decent watch.
You haven't seen the retail on it, have you? I haven't seen any prices yet.
A couple of thousand, I think.
Okay.
So, hold on.
But yeah, definitely looks like a pretty cool watch, especially for a couple grand.
Oh yeah, for what you're getting, yes.
Classic.
But, I think classic looking, but then again, the Spirit watches, which almost look identical in my eyes, they came out last year, the last couple of years, in steel, look the same way.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely a cool looking watch. So.
And the funny part is that Don claims to be a movement nerd and everything else. We're talking about Agenhor, but then all of a sudden, he'll flip on a dime, and then start talking about resale. It's just like, no, you can't have it both ways, son of a bitch.
Yeah, that watch you don't really buy for resale either.
No.
That's one you just buy as like a keeper.
Yep. And on the other hand, the one that the watch I watch, I think it's going to be the same way. The amazing part about it is, since it's going to be, oh God, Montre Séducieux. In other words, it's French for alluring watch or seductive watch. Value play.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the new mechanical chrono that came out.
Nice.
I have to look at that.
Well, and the thing is about that, you get that because you love the watch, you love the components, and you want, the quality, and you want the best of the best. But just because it doesn't have the cachet of a brand name, that doesn't necessarily puts it at a disadvantage, even despite the value play.
Yeah. Thanks, Canadian Kevin. I would say Happy Labor Day to you too, but I don't think it's Labor Day up there in Canada, is it?
No, thank you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it though. But yeah, that's definitely sounds like a pretty value punch.
And who knows? That might be.
Not on this channel, bud.
He has on mine a couple of times, and I threw him out.
No.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, you don't want your ex, showing up. Yeah,
man. But yeah, I would say about probably that would be close in value to like a Habring or something like that. When you say that was.
Yeah. Well, it's beyond Hovering. Hovering is good. Hovering is good value and everything else like that. But for instance, like you hear everyone talking about Shopek, right?
Yeah.
And Shopek is probably a top tier watch.
Yeah.
So that is basically less than half of what a Shopek would be.
Yeah.
And you could argue, however, you could also argue that with now Shopek's movement's in-house, and it's a good movement. I'm not doubting it. But on the other hand, Agenhor, Agenhor is kind of top tier. Also, Voutilanen is also preeminent. That guy has success in anything he touches. So we're having at least as good as Shopek, maybe even better in most respects, at least equal to, probably even better, but for half the price.
Yeah.
But I'm also looking around at Shopek saying, damn, that's actually, but I was looking at Shopek for like 13 saying, for 13, that's actually not bad.
I know Rick is a pretty big fan of Shopek. He's got one or two.
Yeah. Well, and you kind of realize, yeah. So, yeah, absolutely.
I think Shopek is still kind of one of those under the radar brands too. I mean, people know about it, but it's not like popular.
They know about, but not yet.
Yeah. It's not like crazy hype watch yet.
Yet is the operative word.
Yeah. Which Rick, he seems to be one of the guys. He catches things like the trends before they happen. He dives into it before.
Well, that also. Oh, by the way, Rick is one of the people that's down for this watch. Go figure it. You know what I mean? Does that tell you anything? Yep. Antarctique, Croix de Berg, Renaissance number 33 bis. Yeah. So I think it's going to.
They're gonna. Shopek could be the next mainstream independent, i.e., the next FP Jordan.
Yeah, I think so, because one of the that came to mind is just like I said, because I was looking for like examples, enameling case. I wanted examples of what Medallion did with enamel. I think Shopek is one of the biggest things that they do with enamel dials. Now with Voutilanen and with a whole bunch of other people, or Philippe Dufour even, they do a lot of guilloche.
Yeah.
But I have to admit though, like a good enamel dial though, it'll stay pristine forever, and it really brings ultra attention to You know, the stuff that's applied to it, the contrast is so great that extra attention.
Yeah.
But I'm actually looking at it, just thinking about what they're doing for the price. It's like, this ain't bad. Ain't bad at all.
It's crazy to think that a $10,000, $13,000 watch is the bargain now. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
I was looking. I saw the Explorer 2, actually, the 40 mil version, which I had a chance to buy. I think I remember I told you it's been about a year and a half back or so from a certain person, but I wasn't sure on it, so I passed on the opportunity. I had a chance to buy the blacked out Explorer 2 for right around 4.5, and now I was looking. I see Fed has one on his site for like $9,000. I was like, man, I kind of wish I would have went through with it.
Oh, what? Yeah. Yep.
But you never know.
Exactly.
At the same time. So, anyways, we're closing on about half an hour. You about ready to call it a day?
Sure thing, man.
All right. Appreciate you coming on. Thanks, everybody, for joining in chat. We'll see you guys next time.
Cool.